Thank you. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 4 of our Copilot session. So far, we explored how Copilot assists user, but today we are moving one step further into Copilot Agent, where AI doesn't just assist, but it can actually perform tasks and automate work. We'll also look at the technical side, including architecture and integration behind the agent. So, let's begin with today's agenda. Here's a quick overview of what we will cover today. We'll start by understanding Microsoft Agent 365 and agent management, the overall platform, and how agents are managed. Then we will move into Copilot Agent, where we will look at two categories. First is Microsoft Agent, the pre-built agent provided by Microsoft. And second, we have the custom agent, by which organization can build their own solution. We'll also have a demo for this. And finally, we will discuss one of the most important areas, that is security. So with that, let's get started. To begin with, let's understand Microsoft Agent 365 and why it is called the control plane for agent. The control plane acts like a central commander for an organization. It helps manage, secure, and monitor all AI agents from one place. So instead of handling agents separately, it is basically a unified platform that provides governance, visibility, and management across Microsoft 365 ecosystem. Everything is controlled from one centralized environment. If we look at the key capabilities, we have first the registry, which works as a central repository where organization can discover and manage all the agents in one trusted location. Next, we have the access control, which manages permission and policies, making sure only the authorized user or groups can use specific agent. We have visualization. It gives a clear view of how agents are connected, how they interact, and how workflows are running. So organization can easily understand what's happening. Next is interoperability, which allows agent to communicate across Microsoft 365, Teams, and even third-party application. So they work together instead of operating in isolation. And most important comes the data security, which provides the built-in protection to keep organizational data safe and ensure agent follows organization policies and compliance rules. So overall, the control plane gives organization a strong foundation to manage, monitor, and scale AI agent in a secure and controlled way, all from one centralized environment. We see here Agent Management Admin Console, and this page basically resembles a dashboard view for managing agents. And this page can be accessed from Microsoft 365 Admin Center or Copilot Agent Management Portal, where administrators manage all organizational agents from one central place. This console provides a complete overview of agent activity, its usage, its status. At the top, we can quickly see key insights like total session, number of active agents, and so on, which helps admin and understand the overall environment immediately. From this dashboard, administrator can view and manage all agents across the organization, control who can access each agent, and identify any security or policy risk. So this console provides centralized visibility and control, helping organization manage AI agent efficiently and securely. Coming next, we have Copilot Agent. So Copilot Agent is actually an AI assistant that are designed to help us with specific tasks or business needs. Although Copilot provides powerful built-in capabilities, but organizations often need to integrate additional knowledge data source, or application to address specific use cases. Agent extend the functionality of Copilot by acting as a specialized AI assistant tailored to specific domain. So they don't just give suggestions, they can actually does the work for us. Now broadly, we have two types of agent, pre-built agent and custom agent. Pre-built agent are out-of-box solution, meaning you can start using them immediately. And they are designed by Microsoft for common business scenarios like sales, HR, or IT. And on the other hand, we have custom agent, which are created based on specific business needs. They are tailored to an organization's own process, data, and workflow. So depending on the requirement, organization can either use pre-built agent or build their own custom one. Let's start with the first category, that is Microsoft pre-built agent. They are ready to deploy enterprise solution designed to solve common business problem. So instead of building agent from scratch, organization can start using AI capabilities immediately, which means business can quickly adopt AI without heavy development effort. We have some key benefits here, like it helps in common business scenarios. These agents are designed for typical departmental needs like sales, customer service, HR, or IT support. So organization get out of the box solutions for everyday business processes. Second, deployment with governance. This means enterprise can deploy AI quickly while still following the security policies, compliance standard, and organizational governance rule. So your speed does not compromise our security. And third, we have extensible with connectors. Organization can extend agent capabilities by connecting them to third-party application, data source, business system, using Microsoft Graph and connector. So agent can integrate with existing business environment easily. And finally, it is embedded in familiar apps. So user can interact with agent directly inside application they already use, like Microsoft Teams, we have Outlook, Word, and other Microsoft 365 tools. So the key idea here is Microsoft pre-built agent allow organization to start quickly, solve common problem, maintain security and governance, and integrate with existing system, all without building everything from scratch. So to make this more concrete, here are some examples of pre-built agent available in the platform. We can find them under all agent section. And as we have already seen in our previous session, there are multiple agents already available for us. These are provided by Microsoft, such as we have researcher, analyst, SharePoint agent, and many more as you can see in the slide. In fact, we have already used some of these during our sessions. Like if you remember on day one, we used researcher agent to gather and summarize information. And on day three, we discussed about people agent to explore organizational details and connections. So organization can directly enable these agents and start using them with minimal setup. They can be used in our day-to-day work with each agent designed for specific purposes like data analysis, content creation, collaboration, or automation. So overall, Microsoft provides these agents to help organizations adopt AI quickly, save time, and improve productivity without needing complex development. Moving ahead, let's talk about custom agent in Microsoft Copilot ecosystem. So custom agent is divided into two broad categories. We have declarative agent and custom engine agent. So declarative agent are low code. We build them using Copilot Studio by defining the prompt, instructions, and action without heavy coding. They are quick to develop, easy to manage, and comes in with built-in Microsoft 365 security. So they are the best for simple use cases like we have for FAQs, for workflows, and quick automation. And on the other hand, we have Custom Engine Agent, which follows a pro code approach using Microsoft 365 Agent SDK. Here, developer get full control over logic, integration, and user experience. They are used for complex, highly customized solutions that require deep integration and strict compliance. So, in simple term, if you need speed and simplicity, go with declarative agent. And if you need control and customization, choose custom engine agent. Both are powerful. The choice depends on the business need. So let's first understand what happens behind a declarative agent. Let's discuss its architecture. So a declarative agent is created mainly by configuring instructions, knowledge, and action, and it runs directly on Microsoft 365 Copilot platform. This means it uses the same orchestrator and foundation model that power Copilot itself. At the top, we have the user experience layer, where user interact with agent through tools like Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat, Teams, or Outlook. In the center, we have the orchestrator. You can think of it as the brain of the system. It understands the user request, determines what information is needed, and decides which action should happen next. To do this effectively, the orchestrator connects two important elements, that is knowledge and skills. So first let's discuss about knowledge. It includes enterprise document, data, or organizational content that give the agent the business context. It needs to generate accurate responses. And second, we have skill. Skill represents the action or workflow the agent can perform. For example, retrieving information, triggering any process, or integrating with other services. And finally, at the bottom, we have the foundation model, which provides the core AI capabilities such as language understanding, reasoning, and response generation. So the key takeaway here is that with declarative agent, developer mainly focus on configuration, defining knowledge and skills, while Microsoft manage the orchestration, infrastructure, and security behind the scene. So now that we understood how a declarative agent works, so I'll handle it over to my colleague Farhan, who will walk us through the demo. Over to you, Farhan, for the demo.
Thank you, Sonalika, and good morning, all of you. So let me share my screen first. Okay, so today I will be demonstrating how we have integrated a third-party enterprise service, that is ServiceNow, with Microsoft Copilot Agent to make the incident management more conversational, faster, and more user-friendly. So in this solution, the Copilot agent is not limited to like answering only general questions. It can actively help user to perform real service now operations such as creating incident, looking up existing incident if user have, updating the incident, and retrieving the knowledge-based information using the custom MCP connector we have built. And when I'm talking about incident, that means a simple service now help us ticket. So this means user can interact in natural language while the agent securely connects with ServiceNow in the background and perform all the required actions. So the goal of this integration is to like reduce the manual effort and improving the response time and providing a smoother support experience to user. So instead of navigating multiple system, user can simply go to the Copilot and ask for help, and the agent handles all the process through connected ServiceNow capability. And the key part of this implementation is how we extended the Copilot beyond its out-of-the-box capability. While Microsoft Copilot Studio default characters are very useful, for standard capabilities and quick setup. But enterprise use case like ours, it's often required more control over authentications, business rule, security, RBAC, and custom operations. That is where custom connector becomes more important. So in this demo, I will show how we use ServiceNow integration with Copilot agent to support this business scenario end to end. So in the screen, you can see I'm in Microsoft M365 Copilot chatbot interface. So here I can go to a new chat and I just initialize my assistant, the AI assistant, by just tagging method. Yeah, that means using at the rate and the name of that AI assistant, which is ServiceNow Help Desk Assistant. So first we will see the core function, which is knowledge base search. So for this, let me paste one query real quick. So for example, I'm just pasting one query, which I have, that how can I manage the DL setting using OWA? Let me paste this. Okay, so here, when a user post a query to the ServiceNow assistant, so like the assistant responds using our ServiceNow knowledge content as the source of truth, and it reduces the ticket volume by solving repeated question immediately. So our assistant will look for the information which is available in the ServiceNow knowledge base, and it retrieves the relevant information from the KB, and it use its general AI capability to provide a more helpful answer to user for their issue. So here we can see assistant is providing the information. So notice how the assistant is responding like a trained help desk analysis, and it provides a clear step-by-step answer using approved ServiceNow knowledge content. So here we can see it has provided the answer that for accessing DL management, a user should go to this official link, and then here there will be available actions such as distribution list, which is belong to the user. So user can double click on the DL. If you want to leave, click on the leave. That means it is the step for leaving the DL. Then if a user owns the DL, then it can add a user. For adding the user can perform these much of his steps, such as double click on the desired DL, then click on the membership, click the plus sign to add members, search for the user and add them, and click save. Then we have removing the users, then changing the owner, then changing the DL name, all actions with each step by step guide. Additionally, it is also providing notes. And it's also asking, do you have another query? So suppose if user has another query, it can hit yes, or if no, then it can hit no. So I have one another query to show. Let me click on yes. Now it is again asking, please describe your query below. So I will post one more query, which I have. Okay, so I have another query which I have posted, which is what are the best ways to map a network drive or a shared drive on Windows computer. So this was my query. So for the knowledge search, like if an employee wants an answer right now without raising a ticket, he can provide his query to this assistant. So user can provide another query such as how do I get access to shared drive? I'm not receiving any kind of critical notification. What should I do? So the assistant will respond using the source of truth, which is the knowledge base resisting in the ServiceNow table. So here the assistant again pull the knowledge to guide the user instead of just guessing. It relies on the organizational official process. So we get consistent guidance across every employee. So let's see how it provides the result. So it is providing all the steps to map a network drive or shared drive on Windows computer. So it is also giving the scenario based example, such as for scenario one, if user want to remap the drive, it can follow this much of a step, like ensuring the user is connected to the UMG network, use the login script for mapping the shared drives. If drives are missing, they have to first fix. Then for fixing, they have to go to the start menu, all programs, then universal create menu. All the small and detailed steps are provided by the agent into this response, as we can see. It is again asking, do you have another query? So for now, I don't have any. So I can click on no, just submit it. So it will acknowledge me with thank you response. Now moving on to our second use case, which is looking up an incident using a simple natural language, that is plain English. Let me read the assistance one again. And I'll post one more query for my incident lookup. So I'll just say list all my incidents, recent incidents. So I'll just hit enter. So in this scenario, user always want incident or tickets, and what are the status of their tickets, and user can always ask what is the status of my request, and this consumes support time. So user can ask different questions such as show my recent incidents, what is this incident, the status of my incident, do I have any open query till now. So the assistant in the background interprets natural language and retrieves the relevant record incident table, and it improves transparency while reducing the follow-up loads from the help desk. So it will take a minute for fetching the information from the ServiceNow incident table. And now we can see we have the response here. So it has provided the response as I have some of the recent incident created by me, like incident INC 10063. And that it's also providing the description of that ticket, that the description of the ticket was unable to add members to on distribution list via Outlook on the web, and the version was 12, and it is also showing the status whether it is inactive or in close, resolve, hold, which position in my ticket, the status of that ticket, and also provide same as for incident 10044, the description was VPN connected, but no internal sites open, and the status is closed. Priority was 5. Then we have incident 10035 and so on, 10073, 10037. So let us verify with the incident table for one. So we have 001 10073. Let us see whether we have. Yes, we have 10073 with the same description. Assistant required to manage user password and expiration in activity, and it is in closed position. Stay, and the caller was Farhan Akhtar. Now moving out to the third use case of this AI assistant, which is incident creation. How user can create a ticket using this AI assistant, or how this AI assistant will guide a user through a ticket creation flow. So let me reinitialize the ServiceNow assistant by using the tagging method, which is at the rate followed by the name of that assistant. So I'll just provide one phrase like create a ticket for me. Let's see what happened. Okay, so when a user say create a ticket, so the assistant will initialize the incident creation flow and it will ask, please describe the issue which you are facing. So let me provide one issue which I was facing. So I have already provided this issue for the knowledge base search. And suppose the issue is still persisted, it is not resolved by the assistant. So I'll provide I want to create an incident for this. So I'll provide the same issue that I'm not able to manage TL setting using OWA. And let me click submit this query. Okay, so as a first step, the assistant will again use the knowledge based search. So it will find any relevant information, whether it is existed in the service now KB or not. If yes, then it will provide the relevant information to the user and it will ask whether you have tried these basic troubleshooting steps. As a basic troubleshooting steps, have you performed that? And it will list it out all the steps which is mentioned in the knowledge base. So here we can see it is asking, so have you attempted the below? Have you attempted these steps for adding members, removing members? So I have already tried from the knowledge base. So let me provide, yes, I have already tried this, but my issue is still persistent. So it will ask the confirmation from the user. Do you want to proceed with the incident creation? I'll say yes. So now here comes the best part. So our AI assistant will intelligently use this adaptive part to ask follow-up question. So what are these follow-up questions? So these are the questions which user have missed in their issue description. So such as I have provided that I'm not able to manage DL setting using OWA, but I haven't provided some key information in this description, such as which distribution list you are trying to manage, what specific setting are you attempting to change in OWA, are you receiving any error message, do you have the necessary permission to manage the distribution list, which browser and version you are using to access OWA. So these are the key information that should be in the incident description that will help the incident to get resolved more faster. So the assistant is intelligently asking to provide this much of information. So here a user, if a user has this answer right now, it can provide into the box and submit the details. If a user do not have this, then user can proactively gather this information and provide this information through the service now comment section for later on uses. So let me provide a simple answer for this. I'll just say it shows I can't add a member. I'm using Microsoft Edge with version 1.0.1. I'm on another deal. Let me submit this simple details. So now here our assistant will reanalyze all the information which it has gathered, and it will try to structure the incident that will be more actionable, such as in the term of short description field, full description field, and it will also try to analyze what will be the category for that incident. So it will provide more meaningful short description, full description by analyzing all the information which it has. So it will take time. I have already created an incident for that. Let me go to that. Okay, so here the same information I have provided, and now we can see that the agent has provided the short description as user cannot manage distribution list setting in Outlook web app OWA, and it is providing full description as the reporter was Farhan Akhtar with my email ID, and the issue is user is unable to manage distribution list setting using OWA, and it has also captured the troubleshooting steps which I have done, that user has already attempted these steps. User confirmed the KB guidance for managing DL in OWA, and all the steps are mentioned here. So, and it is also providing the category it should be in application. So I'll just click confirm and create ticket, and it will ask the caller for whom I want to create this incident. So for this example, I'm creating this incident on behalf of me. So I'll provide it the name for me, Farhan Akhtar. And now it will ask some key mandatory field, such as what will be the incident urgency for this incident. So I'll provide it as 3, which is symbol of low. And it is also asking the impact level of the incident. So I've also provided it 3 as low. So now the assistant has acknowledged my incident creation with this incident number, and it has stated that it has created the incident for me with incident number 10075. A short description why cannot manage DL setting using the Outlook web app. And the caller was Farhan Akhtar, category was application, impact was 3, urgency was 3, priority was 5, the state the status is open. So let us verify whether the 75 incident was created or not with the same details. So we can see we have 10075 with the same caller ID for Hanaktu, and then category application, impact and urgency, both are 3, that means low. State was in new, or we can say in open, and this much of information which it captures the full detailed description of that. So it was pretty good in capturing all the details and creating a meaningful, actionable incident for me. So now let us jump to the new action part for this AI system. Let me reinitialize this assistant once again. I'll say at the rate and followed by the assistant name. And I'll just say, hey, can you close can you close the incident or the incident which the assistant have just created? Let me provide the incident number, which was INC 0010075. Yes. Let's see what assistant will reply when I'm trying to update this incident. Because maybe I have uh, provided with the solution and now I want to close my incident. So I can tell this assistant that I want to close the incident using the simple natural language. And let's see what our assistant have reply. So behind all this, we are using the custom MCP connector, which is interpreting the user's natural language, and it is converting into the command, and it was retrieving all the read and write actions from the ServiceNow incident table directly for the M365 Copilot chat interface. Okay, now it is asking, I can close the incident 10075, and it can see it is currently open and has not been closed yet. If you like, I can assist you with closing. Please provide the close code and any close note to proceed. Okay, so for this, like this, these two fields are mandatory for closing any incident. You have to provide the close code You have to provide the close notes. So it is now also providing the example. What can be in the close code, such as choose one of the duplicate, non-error, no resolution provided, resolved by caller, resolved by change, resolved by problem, resolved by request. These are the things which can go into the close code. So I will just provide that close code will be should be resolved by request. Provide resolved by request and close note. I'll just provide that issue is fixed. So resolved by request and close note is issue is fixed. Let me provide these two mandatory field value for this two mandatory field. So behind the scene, the assistant should connect with that update incident connector and it should close the incident. Now we can see it is saying all set. The incident 1007 has been closed with close code resolved by request and close note issue is fixed, which is provided by me. And if it's proactively asked if anything changes, you can reply here and I can reopen it for you. So this is the proactive action which is suggesting by the assistant to me. So let us see whether the incident has been changed or not. Yes, we can see the state was open and now it is closed. Let us see what was the resolution information provided by this assistant. Okay, the same which I have provided. Resolution code was resolution by request and resolution what notes was issue is fixed. So very smoothly it has closed by the assistant as expected. So this is it from my side. Over to you, Sonalika.
Thank you, Farhan, for the demo. Now we have a custom engine agent. A custom engine agent follows a similar architecture structure, but the major difference is control and autonomy. At the top, users still interact with the agent through experience like Copilot, Teams, or even external application and website. In the center, we again have orchestrator, but in this case, organizations have greater control over how orchestrations work, including how systems are called and how responses are generated. The orchestrator connects to knowledge and skill, just like we discussed in declarative model, allowing the agent to access enterprise data and perform actions such as calling API or triggering any workflow. However, we have the key addition here is autonomy. Autonomy allows the agent to plan tasks, make decisions, handle exceptions, and execute multi-step processes with minimal human input. And the foundation, we again have the foundation model, which provides the AI intelligence needed for reasoning and language understanding. So the key idea here is that custom engine agent provides deeper customization, allowing organization to control the orchestration, integration, and agent behavior, making them suitable for more complex enterprise scenarios. Now let's take a quick overview of security framework within Microsoft 365 Copilot and agent ecosystem. Here, security is built on multiple layers to ensure organization can support AI while keeping their data protected and compliant. So the main goal here is only the right people access data. Data stays protected and organization remain compliant. At the foundation, we have identity and access control, which is powered by Microsoft Entra ID, which ensures only authenticated and authorized user can access agent and data. The permission-based access. which ensures agent only work within the user's existing Microsoft 365 permissions, so they never access unauthorized data. We also have the baseline security control using tools like Microsoft Defender and Intune to maintain the overall security of the organization. Another important aspect is data privacy and isolation, where organizational data stays within the tenant and is not used to train any AI model. And finally, we have Microsoft Purview, which provides compliance features like data protection, sensitivity label, and auditing, helping organizations meet regulatory requirements. So overall, security is not something which is added later. It is built into the platform from the beginning, ensuring agent respects the permission and protects organizational data. So before we wrap up, let's quickly go through the key takeaways. We started with Microsoft 365 agent and how they are managed across the ecosystem. Then we explored Copilot agent, how they improve productivity through automation and intelligent assistance. We also looked at pre-built agent, which can be quickly enabled with minimal setup. And after that, we discussed custom agents and how to choose between low code and pro code approach based on the business need. And finally, we talked about agent security, ensuring data protection and compliance. So overall, Microsoft 365 agent helps organization work smarter, faster, and more securely. Thank you everyone for your time.